I'm going to show you how to take a song that sounds like this.
Lead me out with the waste. This is not.
And in just 15 minutes, turn it into a song that sounds like this.
Lead me out with the waste. This is not.
And to do it, we are going to use only 3 tools you already have if you have GarageBand. Plus, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'm going to give you a 4th free tool that you can use to make your mixes absolutely explode out of the speakers. Let's go. All right, let's dive right in. In this session, we have an acoustic guitar, a bass guitar, a piano, 2 different electric guitars, and a vocal. And we are going to be processing all of these tracks using the exact same 3 tools. So let's start with the acoustic guitar. The first tool that we're going to use is something called compression. I'm going to open up my compressor and start dialing in this threshold until these lights light up, and these lights will tell me the compressor is working. And all I'm trying to do is just grab the loudest hits of this guitar and make them a little bit quieter. So we can dial in a lot of compression and light up these lights down here, or just be soft-handed and only tickle a couple of these first lights. So I'm happy with that compressor. We're now going to move to EQ, and EQ is the second tool that we're going to use in this mix. All of our low frequencies are at the left of this EQ, and all of our high frequencies are at the right. So let's listen here. So if I, for instance, wanted the acoustic guitar to be brighter, I can turn up the right-hand side of the EQ. Or if I wanted it to be darker, I could turn down that side. So that's how EQ works. So let's listen to this acoustic guitar and ask ourselves how we want it to sound. So I'm going to pull some of that out because I don't like how that range sounds all that much. I'm going to add just a little bit of top end. I think that sounds nice. And then I'm going to get rid of some of this bottom end because my bass guitar is going to take up this space when I get there. That is EQ in a nutshell. The third tool we're going to use is reverb. So the way that you add reverb in GarageBand is this. If you click the acoustic guitar track, or whatever track you're adding reverb to, you just scroll down here to this master reverb and turn this guy up, and you'll get a nice, luscious reverb. So let's listen to that. If you click this master button here, you can come over and choose which reverb you want to use. GarageBand has a few different reverbs that you can choose from. I've chosen the bright long verb here. So let's go back to the acoustic track because this is too much reverb. It sounds unnatural. So I'm going to pull it back till it sounds a little bit more natural to my ear. Okay, that sounds great. We're going to move on to the bass and just keep repeating this process. So let's listen to the bass guitar now. I'm going to start with compression. Yeah, I'm going to go to my EQ next. This is counterintuitive to what a lot of people feel when they first start mixing, but I actually feel like this bass guitar has too much bass. It's a little overbearing, so I'm going to get rid of a little bit of that bass in the bass guitar signal. There's a little bit of thickness in this mid-range here that I kind of want to control. I don't like that, so I'm going to pull a little bit of that out. Okay, I'm feeling good about that. I'm gonna put just a little bit more low end back in it. Great, let's move on to the piano. So compression again here. Let's move on to our EQ here. Sounds nice. Okay, the piano is going to get reverb, so let's try that out. Just makes it sound a little bit more full and natural, which I'm enjoying. Let's move on to electric guitar. Starting to sound really nice. I'm gonna take just a little brightness out of these guys. That range there is just a little overbearing. You'll notice with EQ, I mostly subtract from EQ and not add. That's not to say that you cannot add. I sometimes do. I think I did on the acoustic guitar. But I find the signal sounds more natural when you take away EQ and just mix with what's left, as opposed to when you add extra signal with the EQ by turning things up. I find reductive EQ sounds better than additive EQ. I'm gonna pull some of this low end again. Okay, let's add some of that reverb. These sound nice with a lot of reverb. Okay, now we have this next electric guitar, which is a guitar solo. We'll start with the compressor. Notice how it just sounded a little muffled and, I don't know, maybe nasally is the right word before this EQ. So this is the EQ off. And now on. Just cleans the signal up a little bit and helps it come out of the mix in a pleasing way. Great. Let's throw it in some reverb so that it feels like it's in the same room as the rest of the music. let's go to everyone's favorite part, the vocal. So let's compress this vocal. I'm going to go to the loud moment here and start here.
Lead me out with the waste. This is not what I do.
And unlike the other tracks in this song that I was light-handed with in terms of compression, I wasn't lighting up a lot of these dots. I'm going to be more aggressive with this vocal because I find vocals take compression very well.
It's the wrong kind of place to be cheating on you. It's the wrong time.
Okay, that's sounding good to me. Let's try this EQ now.
Lead me out with the waste. This is not what I do. It's the wrong kind of place to be cheating on you. It's the wrong time. It's pulling me through. It's a small crime, man. I got no excuse. Is that alright? Yeah. Lead me out with the waste. This is not what I do. It's the wrong kind of place to be cheating on you. It's the...
So again, with a voice, we don't need all of this low end in it. That just sounds muffled, so I'm going to get rid of that.
wrong time. It's pulling me through. It's a small crime, man. I got no excuse. Is that alright? Yeah.
So we're just trying to make the voice sound natural and even, like you might hear it in a room if you were listening to this singer sing.
Lead me out with the waste. This is not what I do.
So that section's
it's the
a little
wrong
thick.
kind of place to be cheating on you. It's the wrong
Okay, let's try some reverb.
time. It's pulling me through. It's a small crime, man. I got no excuse.
Reverb sounds amazing on vocals. It's such a magical thing. Let's listen to that in the mix.
Lead me out with the waste. This is not what I do. It's the wrong kind of place to be cheating on you.
That is it. That is how you craft great mixes in GarageBand using the three main mixing tools: EQ, reverb, and compression. If you master just these three things, you will be so far ahead of the competition when it comes to crafting great mixes. I did, however, promise you a fourth bonus tip. This is it. If you go to the link in the description below, you can grab the Waves free plugin pack. And in that plugin pack is a plugin called Magma Lil Tube. What I have done is I've loaded this Magma Lil Tube on this master track. And what we're going to do is use this one single drive knob to just push our mix through some of that old analog feel and see what happens. So let's turn this on and see what we can do here.
Lead me out with the waste. This is not what I do.
So if we push it far, it's going to distort.
It's the wrong kind of place.
Which obviously we don't want, but the trick is to get it to just before distortion. So let's do that.
To be cheating on you. It's the wrong time. It's pulling me through.
So I don't audibly hear any distortion here, but it's definitely done something for our track. So let's go to the beginning of this section that we've been mixing and see what this plugin can do for our track. I'm going to start with the plugin off, and then we're going to engage it after the first line or two. See if you can pick out the difference.
Lead me out with the waste. This is not what I do. It's the wrong kind of place to be cheating on you.
So that is an incredible difference. It just brings the whole track forward in the speakers. It makes everything feel bigger and more excited and warmer. So go get this plugin. It's free. The link is in the description below. And if you got anything out of this video, please hit like, subscribe, smash that notification bell. It really helps me grow the channel. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you next time.